Okay, so today we are going to start the last topic from this chapter, and that is the impact, the influence of Renaissance on language and literature. Okay, till now we have studied about the influence of Renaissance on science, art and architecture. So what progress was made in the field of language and literature? Now today we will know. So what happened? During the Renaissance period, education began to spread. I told you earlier also in the previous lecture that lot of progress was made in the field of education as printing press was invented. So books, they were printed, they were published. Paper was also just invented. Europeans were just given a knowledge about the paper from the Arabs. Our printing press was invented. So many schools, colleges, universities, they were opened all over the Europe, and all these factors helped the education to spread far and wide. So what happened? Greek and Latin languages, they began to be taught in these schools and colleges, and along with the education of Greek and Latin, the mother tongue of the pupil, English, Spanish, German, okay. So mother tongue of the pupil also developed, and all these languages became the potent means powerful medium of expression. With the help of these languages, pupil started expressing their views, their ideas and their feelings. So a lot of good literature was produced in local languages, in the pupil's mother tongue. So good amount of literary work was produced during this Renaissance period. Okay, now let us know about some examples what was produced during this period. So drama and theatre developed a lot. Okay, Shakespeare in England, you all have heard this name, very popular name. In English literature, you are just studying the play of Shakespeare. Okay, so Shakespeare in England, Cervantes in Spain and Molière in France, they became the founders of drama and theatre. And during this time, quality literature, you are getting the meaning of the term quality, good quality literature was produced during this time. And Dante, Petrarch, Aristo, Tasso, Boccaccio, they all were the great writers of this period, and they took up the issue of man and his life. Okay, they made his life the theme of their writings. Means these writers, these dramatists, these poets, they just made human life the theme of their works, literary activities. Everyone was just expressing, everyone was representing the human life through dramas, poetry, essays, etc. Okay. Now Machiavelli in his book The Prince highlighted the nation state. Now during this time, the writers also just took up the issue of nation state, because during this time many independent countries, they were established, independent states, they just established on the basis of the nationality. Okay, you were just studying history about this in detail. Then similarly in England, Chaucer's Canterbury Tales, have you heard the name of Chaucer? Chaucer's Canterbury Tales is a very popular just essayist, poet also. More's Utopia, Bacon's Essays, have you heard Bacon's Essays? No, okay. You will later, you will just if you just continue your study in literature, then you will study all these essays and dramatists. Bacon's Essays, Shakespeare's plays, Ben Jonson and Marlowe's dramas, Milton's, have you heard about Milton? John Milton? No. So Milton's Paradise Lost and Spenser's Faerie Queene, all these works of different writers and poets, they reflected the spirit of Renaissance. All these work, literary work, they were expressing the spirit of Renaissance. They were just having the themes of human life. Okay, so all that were changes that were occurred in Renaissance period, they all were just highlighted in these literary works. French revels heroic deeds of Grandin and Pantagruel and Montesquieu spirit of laws. Montesquieu spirit of laws. You have just had this name in 8th class chapter. Montesquieu spirit of laws and other essays contain the message of hope of new life for man. Means all this literature, all this Renaissance literature was full of the new themes related to human life. Okay, and similarly Martin Luther translated the Bible and made it available to common man. Martin Luther, he translated the Bible in German language, and in other languages it was also translated. So the study of Bible became possible for each and every man. That's why during the Renaissance period, people, they denying, they lost their faith in church and Pope say, because they were directly came into contact with Bible, and now they were familiar with the facts which were written in the Bible, because now Bible was available to each and everyone because of the invention of printing press. Now it was translated into local languages also. So more and more people, now they were able to study the Bible. For example, Ramayana. Earlier it was written by Maharshi Valmiki in Sanskrit. So only few literary persons were able to read it. But now by Goswami Tulsidas, it is translated in Hindi. Ramcharitmanas. So each and every common man is able to read it in their own. So similarly, Bible now it came in the reach of common men, and they were just getting aware of the facts. Okay, so this happened in Renaissance period. In Holland, Erasmus, in Spain, Cervantes, and in Portugal, Camões were the representative literary figures of Renaissance period. So these are some names and their works of the Renaissance period. You have to remember few, not all, few you can just remember. Okay, so now let us know about the conclusion. What is the conclusion? So conclusion is that Renaissance was a very powerful movement. Okay, it shook the very foundation of feudalism, and it liberated, it made the man free from the dominance of church and the Pope. Now man became free. Earlier they were dominated by church and Pope, but it was the influence of Renaissance which liberated, इसने man को आज़ाद किया, किससे? From the domination of the church and the Pope. Okay, it added the spirit of inquiry and adventure in the lives of the pupil. During the Renaissance period, now the pupil started thinking on scientific lines, and now the pupil were ready to take risk. They were full of adventurous spirits. As a result, number of many sea routes were discovered. People were full of adventurous spirit. So it ushered in an age of light and brilliance against the darkness of the medieval age. It removed the darkness of the medieval period and introduced the light and brilliance in the age of Renaissance. This was the Renaissance time. It also led to Reformation movement in Roman Catholic Church and introduced humanism in life. One more important impact of Renaissance was Reformation. About this Reformation movement, you will know in the next chapter. So, because of this Renaissance, because of this scientific thinking, there occurred Reformation movement in the Roman Catholic Church. So in Europe, Reformation changes also started taking place in the religious field also, which in detail you will know in the next chapter. Okay, it led to the rise of middle class and above all the rise of nation states, and above all in सबसे भी ऊपर अगर हम बात करें तो because of this Renaissance, what happened? There occurred the middle class. Middle class came into existence because of this Renaissance, and nation states also started establishing because of this Renaissance. So this is all about Renaissance and its influence. Okay.